What's going on, beautiful royal family? All praises to the Most High God. Now, I already know that you are very familiar with the Jussie Smollett case and the sentencing and all the shenanigans that went along with it. But if you paid attention to that sentencing, if you watched it and your spiritual eye was turned on, there are some things that you picked up on. Now, this is for the individuals that has not. Now, before we go any further, there's something I want to show you. Go ahead and take a look at this.
So who is Jussie Smollett? Who are you? And how, out of all people in the world, did you get to be here, sitting in the courtroom in Chicago at a sentencing hearing, convicted of faking, hoaxing, racial and homophobic hate crimes? How in the world did this happen? Well, there are ironies in this case, and the ironies are many and they are profound. And I'm talking about the testimony I heard under oath from Mr. Smollett, corroborated in large part by the pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Smollett chose to take the witness stand, which of course is his right. He took an oath and he got on the witness stand, and the first thing he did was to introduce himself to the jury. He wanted the jury to know who he was, where he came from, what he was about. And I heard it on the witness stand, and I heard it corroborated today by the witnesses that came and testified on his behalf. There's no question, Mr. Smollett was born into a mixed-race family. His mom is an African-American woman. His dad was a white Jewish man. There were 6 siblings. And if you can say anything about this family, and we're talking about a very, very tight-knit family, a village that was always in sync with each other, that cared about each other, was completely, wholly supportive of each other, you know that this family knew about matters about social justice more than anything else. That's what the family stood for. It is part of the fabric of their existence. I know.
All right, family. Now let me ask you a question. If justice is truly blind in this country, as we've been taught all throughout our academia, why was it so important that the judge mentioned the race of Jussie Smollett's father and also his mother? Now, justice is supposed to be blind in this country, and if it is, then why was that even necessary? The reason why they did that is because Esau wanted to make a point. Esau wanted to make sure that you understood that they were taking care of one of their own. But yet, throughout the media, they took Jussie Smollett and paraded this man around as a black man. Do y'all see what's going on? Do you truly see? BS. Nonsense. Crap. Crafty counsel, family. Just like we discussed before when in the civil rights movement. Remember we were talking about that? Remember we had that lesson? And all the people that they put on stage, their father was Esau. Just like right now, there's nothing new under the sun, just like King Solomon said. Nothing new. And they paraded this man around for the purpose of their own agenda, but they let the cat out of the bag. They made sure to let everybody know that this man is one of ours. And if your spiritual eye is not turned on, you never would have picked up on that. Now, let's get into the specifics of this here. Jussie Smollett spent 6 days out of a 150 jail sentence. Not prison, but jail. Why? Because he's Esau, and they protect their own. Now, as you already know, when it comes to an Israelite, a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, that never would happen with us. We would have rotted in, and we certainly would not have received 150 days. This man committed perjury. Perjury. And our people are sitting in prison right now for lesser charges and for longer sentences as well. So, did you pick up on this? For those of you that watched that sentence, there's something else that I want you to see. Take a look at this. Why was it so important for Fox News, ABC, CBS, and all of their other affiliates to continue showing this branded eagle all throughout the proceedings? Why? That's not it, though. Now I want you to take a look at this. Pay attention. What do you see on the screen right now? That's right, you see an eagle. And that eagle was placid there the entire time that this sentence was being read. Why? Because Esau is showing the world who they are. and put it right there. Isn't the Most High wonderful? Didn't the Most High tell us that the eagle represents Esau? So they know who they are. They also know who their symbol is. It's that eagle. The Most High is so wonderful. These scriptures come alive in everything, and especially in these last days. So that's something right there that you should be very happy to see. But it is the unfair treatment behind it. Now, also with the whole Jussie Smollett, with his cabinet, I would say, you know, all of his lawyers and everything that's around him, right? He surrounded himself with black people, so-called black people. Israelites is the proper term. But why did he surround himself with these coon juices? Because it's the lie. It's the lie. It's the agenda that they want you to believe. They want you to believe that they had a soft justice on a so-called black man. Jussie Smollett is not a black man. You gotta pay attention to the agenda, family. You gotta get in. You got to get below. In order to get to the root of the problem, you gotta break the surface. Okay? Jussie Smollett is not a black man. He's a white man. It's a white boy. And they took that white boy and removed him from jail. Every one of our people should be pissed off at that. That is an injustice in this country. But it just goes to show you that we have absolutely no justice in this country whatsoever. Now, if we want real justice, we have to start keeping the commandment to the Most High. We have to have the real judge come back and judge this place. And that is our Father. That is our Father in heaven. Ours, not the whole world's. Not the whole world's. And it is so significant that Jussie Smollett had all these black people around him defending him, and they are defending a white boy. But as you see, they went the distance. And I tell you right now, those very same people would not have done that with your black ass. That would not have happened. And you know it. You know it. This is an absolute travesty. It is disgusting. It is a complete injustice, but we know what we're dealing with. This is not a cry out for the justice system to help us, because we already know they'll never help us. This is a cry out to our people that we need to start crying out to the Most High. Father, please come back and get rid of all this nonsense. Please put us back where we belong. I'm telling you, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. Then that man had the nerve to raise his black fist and to show out in court. He had the nerve to get up. If you that right there should have already told you that that is not a black man. Because if that would have happened, they would have pulled the nightstick out and they would have beat his ass live on television if he would have done that. If he would have disrespected a judge or their judicial system. So I say all of this here to say, please, family, wake up. Open your eyes. We are at the end. We're at the end. And as you clearly saw, let me tell you something. Let me explain something else here too. Our people, they were very quick. They were so quick to jump on, hey, you know what? This is about a homosexual agenda, and all of those different things are going all over social media right now. They're mixing the two. Let me tell you something. You need to stop that. You know why? Because Jussie Smollett sure did. You didn't hear anything about his so-called preference. I'll just say that so they don't cut me off. He didn't mention nothing about that preference. Not only that, but his masculinity came out quick, didn't it? That masculinity jumped in front of the camera. It most certainly did. Y'all better stop believing everything Hollywood tell you. Y'all better stop believing everything that the media tell you, because Jussie Smollett is told on himself. Because quite frankly, when it comes to jail type of activity or prison activity, I thought they accepted that type of behavior. And Jussie, he made it clear, didn't he? Like, they're not going to butcher my Smollett. All that went out the window. All of it. And it just goes to show you that, remember, he's an actor in a place where they push agendas, what he's paid to do. That's why I never watched that disgusting show Empire. Yeah. Showed you just how straight and narrow he could be, didn't it? He wasn't trying to take that. But I'm telling y'all, it's time for us to really stop playing and wake up. I don't know how many warning signs the Most High has to show us. The book of Obadiah was presented to you right in front of your face. What more do many of us need? So, this is the call that our brothers and our sisters, you need to start putting more work in and letting our people know exactly who we are. I'm telling you, we're going to be judged for it. A quiet mouth does not bring justice. And I want you to understand that. Our justice is going to come from the Father. We need him right now. We need him now and we need him forever. But more so now. And you know why? Because they're going to start turning up the heat on us. This whole case with Jussie Smollett was like, okay, we gave you one. So now they're going to turn that temperature up. It's like we gave you one and the one that they gave us wasn't even ours. Okay? That's perpetrating. Has nothing to do with us at all. But they did target us and they showed exactly who they were. So now that they showed you that they're Esau, you have to accept the fact that you are an Israelite. That's you. So just accept who you are. Accept that you are the royalty on this earth. Accept it. And we have to change our ways. We have to keep the laws that the Most High God of Israel gave us. That is the only way that we are going to I want to make sure I phrase this here correctly. That is the only way that we are going to receive swift justice for the things that was done to us. Family, I love y'all, and I will see you soon.